Hello my scrappy friends, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters and thank you for joining me for a Kitaholic Kits design team layout. It is also day 28 of Scraptember, which means our stitching prompt. I started by colouring around the edge of that paper with a Sharpie to make it black and then spent a little bit of time stitching this beautiful stitched file. I used this thread. It is crochet cotton. I don't know where it is from exactly. When my mum was cleaning out Gran's house, she found it and I snaffled up the collection of crochet cottons that Gran had because she has a whole bunch of colours, as you can even see just from this stitch file. They're super fun to work with. They're not too thin, but they're also not too thick, and I like them. So this stitched file is obviously quite detailed, but it's also quite simple because they were the same shape just again and again and again. So that was super fun. And I loved the way I used two different shades of the same color to complete each of the quarters of the file, of the circle. So that is super cute. This is a Paige Evans cut file, and I don't know exactly where I got it from, but it's free. I don't know if it was on her Facebook page. I don't know if it was a newsletter. I am not sure, but it was one of the free Paige Evans stitched files. I then have these two photos of my family at the Nobbies Lookout, and in one photo they're just gracefully looking out at the view, and in the other photo they're being the little terrors that those boys are. Love them. I backed the photos with black first and then with white, kind of like the opposite of what the whole layout is, because obviously the layout is on white 12 by 12 and then backed onto a black background, and I popped those up on foam. I then also stamped with the beautiful Vicky Booten stamp set that came in this month's kit, with just that flower stamp, and I watercolored those. I used Mementos ink and I watercolored those with sort of matching colors of the thread that I used in the cut file, with it being darker in the center and lighter as you go out. That cute little yellow doily, it is actually a brighter yellow than you can see. I flipped it over and I'm using the white side, the back side of the doily, just to add a little bit of effect. That also came in a little package that Steph popped us in the kit. There, that was the flower I stamped. And then that's the ink. And I stamped it like that. And then these are the watercolors I used. They are just cheapo watercolors from the $2 shop. I have really good watercolors. I have some beautiful Vicky Booten watercolors, and I still just always use those ones, and I don't know why, but they were just a cheap, I think they're like $3.50 or something from a $2 shop, but they're so nice to work with, so I just always use those. But yeah, these are the beautiful flower embellishments that I'm going to use. They just color match so well. And the flower is super fun. So one I am gluing down flat onto the page, and the other one I am popping up with a piece of foam. I think I definitely qualify for the stitching prompt with this one, but of course you could have done so many different things with stitching. You could have done sewing machine stitching. You could have done faux stitching, just using a pen or a pencil or, something like that. So I think that's super fun. You could have a photo of something that you stitched. Like, how cool would that be? I also have a layout in the past where I have done cross stitching onto a page, which is also pretty cool. So many different ways that you can use these prompts. Basically, if they get you to start creating, then that's all that matters. Then I am also popping on some sequins in a bit of a color match style as well. The little sequin pat that came in the kit had purples, had pinks, had golds, had sort of greeny gold color, had white. So it was really fun just to color match those sequins in as well. This is a very tone-on-tone layout today. If you are watching this over on the Scrappy Sisters website or Facebook, what are we talking about? Scrappy Sisters YouTube. Don't forget to check the link down below to the playlist. There is a whole bunch of amazing people joining in with Scraptember, and they have got, the playlist has got videos from not just Katie and I, but from anyone else who joins in Scraptember as well. So definitely check that out if you're at the Scrappy Sisters YouTube channel, it is in the description box down below. If you're watching this over at Kitaholic Kits, make sure you come on over and check it out, guys. It'll be fun. So I am just finishing off with some splatters. And this is my finished layout. I really love the way this stitching layout turned out this month. I think it is so cute and super fun. And even though the stitching absolutely took some time, it was totally worth the effort and the time that took. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week, Kitaholic Kits, and I will see you on the 30th for the last day of Scraptember over on the Scrappy Sisters channel. Bye, everyone.